we went over to do for the Paralympics. We made a double album called Wave to the World for the Paralympics. We did one album in Nashville, which is a country music album. We had people like Dolly Parton come and sing it. I got her to sign my T-shirt. I still have it there. It said Hollywood. She got the Texter pen and rubbed out the H and put a D there for Dollywood, which is her thing. So I met her. I met all the other country music stars, and then in LA we did the more contemporary album with songs. We had 3 songs that were. People gave us songs, like Police gave us a song, Elton John gave us a song that we could put on the album because it was a fundraiser album for the Paralympics, bigger than Ben-Hur. But here's the outstanding part. My partner then, who was a very, very dear friend, still a very dear friend, he's in a bit of trouble at the moment, but he'll get through all that. He was so driven. We had a letter from our Prime Minister in Australia then, John Howard, who gave us a letter that said, please help this cause. This is a really good cause. We had Michael Jackson sing a line on the song. Oh my goodness. We had Ray Charles sing a line on the song. We had all the Who's, Jimmy Barnes, Marsha, all the Who's Who all sang a line like, take a pinch of white blood. You'd sing that. Had a bit of snow, they would sing another. So everybody sang a different line, edited it all together till we got this Wave to the World double album. It was completed. Michael Jackson. Philby went to Michael's house, met Mrs. Jackson and the rest of the family. Met Michael, of course. So he sang his one line on the song. We are the world. Anyway, I was years later. The album didn't get. It's a terrible story here. We had to have the proof of the album back in Australia, let's say in January. Well, it was 3/4 of the way through January. We still hadn't got it back here. They were still editing and mixing tracks in the States. So it was late. So it's getting too close for the Paralympics starting. So Chuggy just put together a compilation album of Australian artists and made that the official fundraiser, even though the organisation, the Paralympics organisation, we had their blessing. We were going to deliver for them a double album that would have made squillions of dollars. We had the artists who were prepared to come out to be part of the opening concert. Oh, wow. To come out and be part of that. We had a deal with Qantas to fly them all out. Stuff was all set in place. But because we got the proof here too late, Chuggy gazumped us. So the album was produced, but was never put in the marketplace. Never got out into the marketplace. But years later, I've only ever managed one band, a band called Simply Bushed, and we got them a gig from Tamworth. I got them a gig that following year to be on the country music boat cruise, which was an 8-day tour off the Australian coast. Went to Samoa. Anyway, the Solomon Islands, beg your pardon, went to the Solomon Islands, Samoa, Solomon Islands, and we're out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I'm in the duty-free shop looking to buy something for a girlfriend. And I heard the song. I thought, that's our song. That's our Wave to the World song. It was Michael Jackson. It took a minute or two for him because you never heard it on the radio. And here I was in the middle of the frickin' ocean. They played the song. I went up to the guy at the shop and I went, mate, what are you listening to? He said, oh, it's just a tape, a thing. I said, can you play that again for me? Believe it or not, we made that record.
Wow.
So we're in the middle of the fucking Pacific Ocean, listening to Michael Jackson singing the one line out of the song that I recognised and went, oh shit, that's our album. That's our song.
So crazy.
Man, dude,
middle of nowhere.
It's just unbelievable that should happen. That should have happened. It was like, I don't know. I mean, and the album exists. It's there. I got a hard copy. I can show you. It's all there. The whole story. But we could have raised millions of dollars for the Paralympics if the committee had been a little bit more compassionate to us running a bit late, because it was really hard.
Yeah, of course. If you got multiple of those artists too, and then to come together, edit that all.
There's a lot to do with making an album. There's a lot to do, and it was a friend of mine who financed it for us because we were running out of money, and I went to see a mate called Mal Clay, who just recently passed away. But Mal was an entrepreneur. He was a smart man anyway. I said, Mal, we need $300,000, $360,000 to be part of to finish making this record, because we've got motels to pay for, studio hire, yada yada yada. So Mal come on board. He ended up the project, because of the running on costs. It ended up costing him $800,000.
Wow. And what year was this?
This was 1999.
Wow.
1999 for the year 2000 Olympics, the Paralympics, and Mal, he took me aside after it was all made, and after the kerfuffle, and after never getting a cent of his money back. But he come up to me and he said, Roger, he said, thank you. I went, well, thanks. I mean, I introduced Mal to Philby, to the production side of things. 300,000 became 800,000, so it was another 500, $500,000. And he thanked me, Mal. What for? He said, mate, he said, if I hadn't gone through that process, that learning, that 12 months or whatever it was, 14 months of time, I wouldn't be in the position that I am currently in.